Welcome back to what I believe is game number 6 of the UK Dota King of the Mid tournament inspired by Beyond the Summit, a fistful of tangos. And guys, we're into the MILF mirror matchup, as much as a mouthful that is. Check out the brackets real quick. We do see Half Poo going up against Watson's Water in this game. Half Poo taking out Atomic Pancakes and Watson's Water taking out Lewis to progress through to this next round, and we'll have a quick look at... I haven't changed the matchups. I'll do that real quick. I am too lazy, apparently, so we're going to have a black screen real quick. But as you can see, Queen of Pain versus Puck was one of them, which is such a volatile matchup. It can go either way, really. Shadow Fiend versus Puck. Same thing once again. If Puck gets the... Pudge, not Puck. Oh, God, it's getting late. If Pudge gets the hook, then he generally wins the matchup. Pardon me. Jesus Christ, I'm really not on it with the casting tonight, guys. Oh, my God. But if Shadow Fiend doesn't get hooked, then he wins that matchup. And the other one is one we've seen earlier. Gyrocopter versus Luna. We saw the Luna pretty much dominate that one. But I believe, personally, that the Gyrocopter did build wrong. And it could have been a completely different story. But now we're going to see that it is actually going to be the Luna versus Gyrocopter matchup. Watson's Water banned out the Puck versus Queen of Pain. And Pooman, he decided to ban out the Shadow Fiend versus Pudge. So Pooman will be playing up on that Luna on the Radiant side, I believe it is. Yeah, it is indeed. As I switch overlays before I forget to. And Watson's Water, we're playing on the Gyro, so we see Luna. Last time we saw Luna, it went for double slippers of agility. This time it's just one circlet and going for a bottle rush build. Whereas Gyro, Watson's Water, is also going for the circlet. So, career check. So just making sure the players have checked their careers as this one hasn't moved. Yep, they are working. Good stuff, good stuff. That is what I like to hear. Both careers work with both players, and unfortunately both of them are in MILF Hunters, so only one of them could use the flag. I tossed a coin for it, and Pooman did win that one. So the pretty little MILF is going to be sitting there on the ground for Pooman, and they also have flags of half of her face. Unless you look at the other side, then it is, of course, the other half of the face there. So good luck, have fun. Called out by Pooman. These are bros, if you will. And Watson's did get himself a tango as well, so they're going for exactly the same build. However, of course, Luna does have that better right click. Wants to see the finals early. Shout out to the Mexicans. So, Pooman, obviously, with the Luna Blessing, will have the better damage at level 1.
The battle begins for good and all.
And there we come out with the creep block. So, both players going for this bottle rush. They'll start with about 175 gold. Bro, get ready. Oh, Pooman. He was typing, so he missed his block. Luna is pretty fast, though. She might actually be able to get in front of this melee creep. Oh, maybe not. He's 5 movement speed ahead. Doesn't quite get in front, so the block is definitely going to go the way of Watson's. And it's going to go straight to his high ground. And he's going to be very happy with that one.
Bad luck.
But Pooman with the early damage advantage. I was typing remake. But Watson's Water doesn't actually scale anything yet. He's gone for an attribute point, which is really interesting, especially because Gyro... He's very dependent on his skills. He wants to get Max Flat Cannon and Rocket Barrage and try and completely bully Pooman off the lane. But Watson's Water has not chosen to go on that. He's gone for the stats. So wants that extra right click per. Gone for 53 damage. But still, it's compared to the 80 damage coming out. Can I? The 70 damage coming out from Luna. So he's having a really hard time. But he does have the faster attack speed in a sense. His animation is definitely a lot smoother. Personally, I hate trying to last hit with Gyro. I just can't seem to do it at all. Because it's too quick. I'm used to having these swinging animations like Luna has. And doing the whole Esther stopping. Oh, and there we go. The last creep does die there. We do see a Rocket Barrage, and there's half of the HP gone off Pooman. And this is what Mr. Mike should have done in his matchup earlier as the Gyrocopter. But he just wasn't aggressive enough, and Steven11 did take that one out. Sorry for the spoilers there, guys, if you are watching this on YouTube and haven't checked the game out yet. But, yep, the matchup did go the way to Luna the first time round. And now this time... Can Watson's turn it round and take it his way? He has had a more successful game to begin with. Last hits in denies is actually going the way of Luna. Oh, a Lucent Beam. The tower only gets one shot on top of Watson's. But he does have 6 armor, so he's not going to be too bothered about that one. He's going to get himself an Invis Rune. The creep will see him pick this one up, though. So he's just going to go invisible right on top of the creep. The creep's going to walk himself back to mid lane. And Pooman, providing he was watching, will have a very strong idea of what's going on. Bottle flying out for Pooman now. As far as Watson's goes, he's still 100 gold away. And that's simply because Poo's had a better time. I hate saying the word Pooman. But Poo has had the better time last hit in this game so far. But Watson's? He's gone for another. No, he hasn't. He's gone for a second point in Rocket Barrage, sorry. Shit, Lofar. So there will be some trash talk coming out between the two players, as they are on the same team. So it's not bad manners at all. They're just having some friendly banter. And guys, this is a fun tournament, so it's pretty much encouraged that we do see friendly banter. There's not going to be any talk of bad manners coming out unless it's something like, you know, pausing when you're about to die or stuff like that, basically. So it's a nice and friendly tournament with some good banter coming out from the players, which is definitely what we like to see in this tournament. Big shout out to Dreadnought, who needs to go suck a dick. Talking about bad manners, by the way. No comment on that one. And here comes the first point in homing missile. So still no flat cannon coming in from Watson's. But the Lucent Beam actually doing a lot of damage. But there comes the level 2 Rocket Barrage. A creep is going to walk in range. And now both players do have the bottles, of course. In fact, the hell? You had that bottle a long time ago, Pooman. Never actually flew it out to himself. But you can see the pair of Rocket Barrage there. Watson's been so much more aggressive on Pooman. I mean, the Lucent Beams are being flown. Now he has to run away from the rocket. If he got hit with that rocket in range of Watson's, then that could have been his death, and First Blood would have gone the way of Watson's, providing the Rocket Barrage was done correctly. And then we're going to see another one. There's no creeps. Oh, look at that burst coming out, and Pooman might actually die here. Getting bullied off the lane by Watson's. Another rocket's going to chase. He's not going to quite get the First Blood. Pooman does bottle up just in time, but he's going to be taken down to 138 HP. And now, oh god, Watson's going to get himself a regen rune. Pooman does have the wards, but he hasn't actually placed any of them yet. Why did you get told to suck a dick, Dread? Because this is a good-mannered tournament, apparently. But Pooman now not going to be looking again at the top rune, as of course it is a regen rune going away, a gyrocopter. And then comes another rocket. Not actually going to... In fact, it might be enough damage. Now, the max damage you can do is 110, but Pooman's fast enough to try and run away from this one. And the towers should kill it. But Pooman very scared of that. And he thought to himself, I may as well run back to base now. And there's the wards coming out from Watson's as well. Nice wards. So Pooman very eager to see what the courier was bringing in. He knows it's wards going away at Watson's. And Watson's pretty happy as well because he does have a regen rune. Rune is actually... Oh wait, the 4-minute rune was a regen 1.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It wasn't 1100, it was like 1180. And I said 200. So yeah. But there's a homing missile going straight on top of Pooman. Oh, go suck a dick, Dread Knight. But yeah. It has been a long day of casting so far. In fact, over the course of the 3 days, if you include all the games that will happen tonight, we will have had a total of... I believe it's 24 games coming out. Yeah, 24 games in the first 3 days. So a lot of 1v1 action. We are going to slow it down slightly though, as tomorrow we will be bringing you only 2 games to the quarterfinals. But those games are best of 3, so we could potentially see 6 games coming out from the players. And then following that one on Wednesday, we'll have the other 2 games of the quarterfinals. Thursday, we'll bring you both of the semi-final games. And on Friday, of course, we will see the bronze match to see who gets 3rd place and who gets 4th. And of course, the grand final. Lucent Beam going on top of Watson's there, so he's going to pop the regen rune. And now here comes the aggression on top of Pooman, but there are a lot of creeps, so the Rocket Barrage not really doing that much. He does have another one available now, but they'll be blocked in by the creeps, so I couldn't do much. And now he's got cooldown, so he's higher level at the moment. Luna is about to hit level 6. Both of the players know the rune is top. And the cooldown's got to go on top of Pooman. This is really good for Watson's. A lot of bursts coming down. Can't quite finish him off. Pooman really wants to get this haste rune. In fact, he's going to go down. He will go down. Watson's water will get the first blood. The haste rune was popped by Luna. Remake his cooldown. But it was a very nice cooldown coming in from Watson's. Immediately thinking that he had to drop that one to slow Luna down. He did do so. He gave up the haste rune and managed to get himself first blood. So at the moment, complete opposite of the game we saw earlier, but Gyrocopter is leading the way by a long way now. He's ahead by 3 last hits. He's ahead by 1 level now. Definitely going away at Watson's now. So he's going to be happy with that first blood. Didn't get the haste rune, unfortunately, so he can't refill his bottle, although he's not really in dire need to do so. And this is a pair of Gyro at level 6. He has cooldown, back up off cooldown in 8 seconds time. And as I've already mentioned, he's winning the last hit battle. So no points coming up in Moonglaive for Pooman yet, and also no points coming up in Flat Cannon. But there's another homing missile to the face. Cooldown's going to drop as well on top of Pooman. He's going to run away from that one. He will take the first rocket to the face though, but he's just dropping that one as he is walking back to base. And it's going to be back up pretty much by the time he gets back to lane. In fact, phase boot's complete for Watson's now. All he has to do is drop himself a couple of branches and he will be able to pick that up. And he's nearly got his TP scroll available. He might just wait in base for that one. He will be faster than... Actually, would it be? If he sells a branch, he will have his TP up. I was going to say it's pretty fast to run back to lane with those phase boots. But at the same time, there's not really much point waiting around. So sell yourself a branch. He will do so. And he sells another one. Picks up his TP. And off he goes back to mid lane. And how long we got left on cooldown? 15 seconds, and that's the Para Gyro. This cooldown is just so short. 55 at level 1, it scales into 45-second cooldown. Another homing missile. Pooman wants to kill it off himself, he's not going to do so. And Watson's now waiting for the 8-minute rune. It's actually going to spawn bottom, and Pooman is already on his way down now. And he's pretty fast, but Watson's just have those face boots, and he's keeping up with Pooman. Pooman has normal boots, he's not going to get it, he's going to drop the ward instead. Just some smack talk coming out from Pooman. Constant smack talk. Shit. So, yeah, Watson's is back in the mid lane. And Pooman's missing a lot of experience for that. He only got an illusion rune. In fact, he's 1.5 levels behind nearly now. Nice illusion beam coming out. Doesn't want to pop the eclipse quite now. He will pop the illusion rune. In fact, he's going to pop the eclipse. He's going to get himself another kill. But will he go down? He's not going to go down to the cooldown. Second rocket, of course, doesn't do as much damage. Easy, says Pooman. And now the score is 1-1. So proving to be quite an even matchup at the moment. And all that range creep just took the bottle charge. He'll be pretty disappointed with that one. But now what do we have coming down? I'm guessing Tranquils. Tranquils will indeed be flying out for Pooman now. So 28 for 8 coming up CS as far as Pooman goes. He has taken the lead compared to 27 of 10 from Gyro. And how are we looking at levels? So Gyro, at the moment, Luna's level 8 with 700, and now she's taking the lead because Watson's is level 8 with 300 XP. And now with those Tranquil boots, Watson's is able to... Sorry, Pooman is able to heal himself back up. But of course, we do see the phase coming out from Watson, so... it's just constant smack talk coming out from Pooman here. But of course, it's all about the cooldown on the ultimates. 105 seconds left on that one, whereas cooldown is available again from Watson's. And I guess the Lucent Beam just trying to shut down the aggression. Watson's definitely doesn't want to deeply dive this tower. And Pooman will take another homing missile to the face. We finally see the first point to be flat cannon here by Watson's Water. I'm still a bit surprised by this level 1 stats build, but he just wanted to have more of an easy time. That's it versus Pooman. Did get his bottle charge interrupted there by the Lucent Beam. Would be pretty annoyed about that one. But he has another one available. So he's going to throw the rocket. In fact, Pooman was going to stand there and just take it to the face, but the cooldown pushing him away from it. And the big LOL coming out in all chat by Luna. And Watson's going to get himself a regen rune, so he's happy about that one. And Pooman doesn't have wards at the moment, so he doesn't know where the rune spawned. Or if Watson's got it, but he didn't need it. Now Watson's actually coming up behind Pooman. Pooman having to run south. I believe he's faster. Let's see for those phase boots to pop. Is his 4 out of 5 movement speed coming out for Pooman? That's with the Tranquils. It's 429 coming out from Watson, so he can keep up if he needs to. With those phase boots. And now Pooman, he's got to wait for Eclipse to come back up if he wants to be aggressive again. And again, Pooman's just a little bit ahead on XP, 300 at the moment, but Watson is just throwing these homing missiles whenever it's off cooldown, just trying to just push Pooman off lane as best he can. Keeps on throwing out stuns, and Pooman must be getting pretty annoyed at this by now. Now Watson's, what's he got flowing in? So he's got himself a gauntlet of strength, and oh, that well hit on top of Pooman there. He's just popping the cooldown just for the regeneration rune, basically. Doesn't want to follow it up with anything. And his regen has fully built up. Was going to use the rocket barrage. He did use the rocket barrage. Only hitting on top of the siege creep though. And Pooman run from that missile. He keeps trying to hit it, but it keeps taking him to the face. Maybe we might see more levels coming up in this from Watson's now. He's actually gone for a stats point at level 2. He's going to buy himself a bracer, as well as the second gauntlet. And now Pooman rewarding. That's his second ward of the game. Now 35 for 34 in terms of last hits going the way of Watson's. So it's really not much of an advantage at all. And here just comes another homing missile. These things are so freaking annoying. Pooman just has to keep taking them to the face. And it's basically just a mini stun. But I believe we have Lunar Eclipse up. It is indeed. Eclipse is available. So we might see more aggression going on the way of Watson's now. But here comes the flat cannon as well. Just trying to bully Pooman off lane right now. Just have 9 armor at the moment, but with those flat cannons, he just can't stop the aggression. Watson's going to clean up some more. That's it. A nice bitch move, says Pooman. He's going to get himself a haste rune.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Take a rocket to the face once again. We're going for drums now, is Luna. Robo the Magi complete, so 700 gold away from those. I imagine Watson's going to be doing the same. He's got a bracer. But second gauntlet as well is pretty interesting. Obviously wants to survive the eclipse. Yeah, Watson's keeps on missing uphill. Pretty unfortunate for him. What skill build we're going on Luna now? So it's actually 4 up in Luna Blessing. No points in the glaives at all. And now that the flat cannon, sorry, is starting to come into effect by Watson, so I won't be surprised if we do see more points coming up in those glaives, just to keep the counter push going. And here comes the second bracer for Watson's now. Pooman with a haste rune. Might use that soon. With the eclipse, it's a lot of bursts that can come out, but Watson's is just kind of trying to keep the creep wave pushed. And did he just like cast eclipse and then cancel it for a second there? That was pretty interesting by Pooman. You can see the damage coming out. It's 122 for him. I'm listening. I'm listening as well. I'm guessing that's because he got knocked out of this tournament. Just some swap talk coming for the player. They got knocked out from Team North now. Another homing missile goes the way of Pooman. So Watson's just really looking for that opportunity to open up on Poo now, and he's probably going to wait till level 11 to get that level 2 cooldown. But at the same time, Pooman does have the XP advantage right now, so... In fact, does he? It's pretty even. In fact, I think it will be square even after this creep. Yep, they're both on 112. 6 XP going away at Watson's. He's going to lose that advantage now, as he's going to gamble for the bottom rune. In fact, Pooman's just running straight past the tower. Wants to go aggressive. Not going to pop the eclipse as Watson's goes into the fog of war. And a regen rune going away at Pooman now. As well as the haste rune, of course. So going to happily pick these, get this double rune, basically. And then the ward has run out from Watson's as well, so Pooman could go aggressive. But Watson's is just walking himself back to base. Little bit afraid of this hasted Luna at the moment, and I don't blame him. So now we see the point in glaives. Going to start being able to push these towers. And how are we looking on tower health at the moment? So for the Radiant Tower, well, 955. And this one's going to fall to pretty much the same. A little bit lower actually because that siege creep is there. But obviously the power of Rocket Barrage can actually kill off siege creeps. Which I still find pretty interesting. It's actually be able to last hit that one though. Pooman takes another rocket to the face. In fact, he's leveling this up now. Homing missile pops a core down on top of Pooman. A haste rune has wore out, but not going to be able to follow it up with anything. And there's another Lucent Beam. And now Pooman is actually getting right click quite a lot. Another missile. In fact, Watson's might die this one. And this is a risky play. Both players are 1-1. The regen rune will pop by Pooman. He's going to Lucent Beam a creep just to use that extra bit of mana. But the regen rune will wear off as the rocket hits him. Missile, rocket, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. I think everything on his ability is called rocket something. Now another missile. Hitting Pooman in the face. As well as the flat cannon as well, doing quite a bit of damage to Pooman. And Watson sneakily gets that last hit there. The glaive does hit him in the face though. But anyway, very close to level 11 up on Pooman, so it won't be surprising if we do see another eclipse coming out. And what item is flying in? I'm guessing this is the drums. It will be indeed. And at the same time, another bracer coming in from Pooman, so, sorry, Watson. So, triple bracer build, wanting to survive as much as possible, get all that health, tanking up. And Pooman's just getting worn down, bit by these rockets, and now Invis rune on Gyro. This is pretty big. There is a ward C in this rotation now. And it was surprised with Pooman. Oh, he's looking for the courier. He's looking for the courier. He's popping the drums for this one. And he will find the courier. He's going to snipe that one off. Watson's though, he's popped the Eclipse one. Watson's is invisible. Pooman wastes the Eclipse and he does go down. 2-1 going away of Watson's water. And he will advance through to the next round. Pop. Taking Pooman out of the tournament. Pooman goes to the courier and he loses his life for it as he does waste the Eclipse. But it's a good game. Watson's goes through. We'll have our next matchup coming up very shortly, guys, so stay tuned for that one.